Contributor Nicole Parker. Nicole, I want to put this video up again so you can kind of talk over it here, but it really is kind of amazing. You had at 4:26 this video taken, we know because it's timestamped, so it's exactly an hour and 45 minutes before the president was shot. And what I find stunning about this is at the same time you have a call coming in from police. I mean, this had to be well planned. He dropped his stuff, he walked around this thing, and then he went back and he got prepped and he went up on that roof, and every flag in the book was raised on this thing, and nobody picked up on it.
Trace, you're exactly right. I look at this and first of all, as a former FBI agent, I look at it and I think this is what we really appreciate is when citizens come forward with video footage such as this, because it does help to piece together the question marks and what exactly happened. And that's exactly how we solve investigations. But what I find especially disturbing is how calm he is. He's so cool, calm and collected. You know, he's just leisurely strolling around. He was very methodical in planning out what he was about to do, and there was a lot of preparation that went into it. And if you notice, he had no problem, being in the wide open. He didn't have on sunglasses, no hoodie. He had nothing disguising his appearance. It was almost as if he was okay being in the wide open and wanted to be associated with what was about to happen.
Like he wanted people to see him. I mean, he had stashed his stuff. There were warnings about, hey, somebody's parking where we were parking. So he stashed his stuff and he is just kind of walking around, checking it out. And then he goes just a few minutes later and he starts getting set up. And the whole time, nobody comes across his path, Nicole.
And that is when, like I said, I've worked these type of events. I've actually, worked with former President Trump at an event. And that is when you see something suspicious and you hear about it as a law enforcement officer, and you should be approaching that individual immediately, questioning them. Hey, you know what? What is your name? What are you doing here? And as you start running their name through systems to see if there's any criminal history, any sort of background. But the fact that he was never even approached by anyone from law enforcement continues to boggle my mind. This was, again, a huge failure by the Secret Service. And let's continue to see what happens as the investigation unfolds.
Yeah, and don't forget, like an hour and a half before that, his parents, Crooks' parents, actually called police.